jeez. I really wish this wasn't just me sitting at like a desk. I wish that I had like a comfy couch or something. Maybe someday. So today I wanted to respond to a comment from Jessica. I'm not gonna say anybody's last name just out of respect. I don't know if you want me sharing it. But she left a very long comment with like a lot of questions, but I'm going to be addressing her question about consumerist nature of the beauty industry. This is a big topic. I made a comment recently about ColourPop on my beauty channel, or semi-recently. And basically my critique of them was they pump out products and collections so quickly. Now, I love ColourPop's products. I love their cream gel liners so much. Their eyeshadows, their Super Shock shadows. Like, I love ColourPop. I think they're fantastic. I love their blush. And they're really affordable, and that's fantastic. They come out with like great brush sets, whatever. Now, at first I thought my critique basically was they come out with a collection so quickly, it doesn't even allow people to like be excited about it. Because it launches and like there's no anticipation, it's just like there, and then you have to buy it if you like all of those things. And then the next like week or whenever, they launch a collection that could be very similar. The packaging is different. The products they typically launch like an eyeshadow palette, some blushes, some like eye toppers or glitter toppers, lip glosses. It's usually like the same kind of thing. Various differences in colors and whatever, depending on the collection, you know? Now, as an influencer, I receive these boxes all the time. And I will often get like one ColourPop box one day, and then the next day I'll get another one for a completely different collection. And I'm like, what? I don't know when things are coming out. I don't know how long they're gonna be in stock. They sell out really quickly, according to you guys. And it's just a lot. This isn't supposed to condemn ColourPop. Again, like I said, I love them. And I appreciate that they do provide a lot of products that are good quality, that are affordable, that people love. They obviously like have grown so much because of their reputation. But it's an example of the fact that beauty's constantly selling us things. And it becomes incredibly overwhelming. One of Jessica's points was that you will buy products that, you know, you love, that you've wanted forever. You buy them and you love them and you're using them. And then you're distracted by the next launch. Something else is coming out and you're like, oh, well, I need that too. Oh, I need to try that now. Yeah, I have an eyeshadow palette that looks like that, but it doesn't have that shade, so I need to buy that. Maybe this lip gloss is better. Maybe this under eye setting powder will work better. And it's a lot, man. Now, I'm lucky enough to get this shit sent to me for free. I mean, I do buy a lot myself, but I can only imagine. I was a consumer before I started doing all of this. But it's impossible to keep up with. And I think that this kind of carries into like every aspect of life. I feel this a lot recently in home decor. I know we're talking about like the beauty industry. I'll get back to that. But I've been watching like influencers, like holiday decor videos. And it's like every single year they're buying brand new holiday decor. And I'm like, I get it. You have a big, beautiful house. You have enough money to afford it, but it seems so wasteful. Even if you're just selling that stuff like to other people to use from last year, it just seems so wasteful to me. I don't know. And this is something that I struggle with. I think it's really, you know, I mean, the beauty industry is a business, just like any other industry. They're obviously trying to sell you more and more products. That's just the way it is. No one is coming out with something and then being like, just buy one and you're done. Like, they need to make a profit. So obviously I think it's insanely overwhelming for people, just people, consumers, to feel like they don't need everything. All I can really say, and I feel like I'm just coming at this from such a different point, because I can typically like expect to receive the collection in the mail. But even I am not like, oh, well, I don't need to buy makeup. I don't buy makeup. I mean, I have probably placed 6 Sephora orders this month. And that is not a joke. Maybe 5. Because I'm trying to find the right powder right now. Trying to find the right powder. I need the right eye cream. I'm not satisfied with my concealer and how it's laying now. My skin is constantly changing. You know, I'm getting older, so there are certain things I need to do differently. Dude, this is part of like such a larger discussion, in my opinion. I'm trying to think of like advice, because I don't think that that's going to go away. Like, we just happen to, unless we as the consumers do something, like act differently about it. I know that, you know, I've heard Samantha Ravindal talk about this, especially pertaining to ColourPop and how often they launch products. And I feel the exact same way she does. I feel like quite a few people have sort of voiced this opinion, maybe not necessarily in a very negative way, but at least joking about it. And ColourPop doesn't really seem to have taken any hints. So me personally, I kind of feel like we need to support the brands that don't do that more. It's tough. I don't know. I would prefer to get like your opinion. How do you balance it? Because all I know is I'm constantly trying to remind myself that I need to use what I have. Like, just use what you have, you know? Because it also just gets to the point where you just have so much stuff and you're like, I don't even know where to begin. And that happens to me all the time. Just looking at my desk this morning, I like took all the stuff off and put it in a pile. And I was like, if that was gone, would I even notice? I don't think it's about like trying to make people feel bad about wanting things. Because this is something that I have struggled with in the past, is like feeling guilty for wanting things that make me happy, you know? But it's a balance. Like, you shouldn't just be constantly wanting absolutely everything and spending all of your money on like the stuff that, like you said, Jessica, it's just gonna be sitting, you know, on your desk. All these products that I have in this pile that I wouldn't even notice if they were just like gone. Except that L'Oreal blush. I would definitely notice that. Maybe that concealer. So I can say, for me personally, if I, and this is not foreshadowing at all, I have absolutely nothing in the works right now, but I'm saying if I were to have my own makeup brand, I would not be one of those people who is like, Valentine's Day collection, birthday collection, you know, that kind of stuff. Definitely would not. I would be much more of an LC Cosmetics kind of person who works on formulating a specific product for a very long time, and that's the focus. And I think that, you know, we've seen sort of that maybe with more influencer brands, maybe. I don't know. What do you think? The first that comes to mind is Dominique Cosmetics. Kristen Dominique, if you know her brand, she's done a really, really, really good job of not just pumping out products constantly. I don't know. That's one that I would recommend you check out if you're looking for like brands like that too. I would say like if it's like Dominique Cosmetics versus Jeffree Star Cosmetics, you know what I mean? Like Jeffree Star, he launches something like things pretty quickly, right? I honestly don't really know that much about that whole situation. Yeah, I mean, all I can really say is we are constantly bombarded by, you know, if you go on the internet at all, you're being, if any of you saw The Social Dilemma, you're being targeted for sales, basically. Like, that's the point of view. How long can we keep you on this app and how can we get you to buy shit? Like, that's the point. And I know I fall victim to this all the time. I am so targeted. Facebook is just like shopbop.com and I'm like, okay. And it's a problem because those shits are pricey. It's literally just like your willpower. You have to practice it. I think it's just like about understanding that it can be not only wasteful, but just also very damaging because it ends up being this, and I trust me, have this problem, immediate satisfaction kind of thing where you're like, well, I have to have that right now. You no longer have that, like, I'm going to save up and buy this special purchase, or like budgeting for, like, this is the amount of money that I'm going to allow myself to spend on makeup this month. God, do I need to do that? Those are my thoughts. I don't know if you have any tips or tricks. I would really appreciate it if you shared them in the comments. Let's talk about this a little bit, because it is like, it can be very damaging, but also like, it's fun. It's fun to buy new things. And occasionally you shouldn't feel bad about being like, I need a new lip gloss. Like, I want this new lip gloss. You know what I mean? There's a balance there. Yeah. So I don't know. Leave me your opinions, your tips about handling that, how not to go overboard, and brands that you think don't do that we should support. Okay? Great talk.